Hey guys, GameBoy3800 here once again, and today I have a super rare, perfectly working and in no way needs work at all, Voodoo Envy laptop. Of course I'm lying, as you've seen from the title of the video, but it does power up. And you give it a minute to show display. There we go. It shows display. Operating system not found, okay. Come on. It will get to BIOS if we coax it enough. Come on. Oh my gosh. Pentium 4, yes. There we go. Just had to smash it. But yes, it will get to BIOS. And it will show you the system info. It's got a 3.6 gigahertz Pentium 4. Right now it's only got 1 gigabyte of memory. And it's got an NVIDIA NV41M. That is a GeForce Go 6800 Ultra. So that all seems good. Why is there no Windows on this? Why did it say no operating system installed? Well, this motherboard is trash. Why is that? I will show you. We're going to go ahead and unplug here. Where's my Alienware mouse pad? I knew I was missing something. It's honestly been a long time since I've seen that mouse pad. Have I finally lost it? God dang it. I do not want to start off this video like that. Oh well. Can't win them all. I've lost my Alienware mouse pad. I need a substitute. There we go. This motherboard box will do fine. This board is trashed. Back to where we were trying to get to before. Let's go ahead and take off this bottom cover here. You can see it's missing a number of screws on the bottom here. But lifting up this bottom panel, we should be able to see that it's missing some memory cards. Why is that? Because the bottom one of this slot here will not lock down. You can press down as hard as you like, but it will not lock. That's that. The other three seem to be fine, but this, if you install a card into the far bottom one there, it will black screen and not show any picture or post. So that's that. We're going to go ahead and unplug you, because we won't be powering this machine up again for a while yet. Take out the battery so that we don't kill something actually important. The only thing of real value in this machine is the 6800 Ultra. If it fully works, installs the driver and can run games, this will be the first one of these cards I've had that works. It's got the old NVIDIA issue of the ball sockets die like over time. So yeah, it's got a pretty limited lifetime, you know. And this is being annoying. I always hated this battery design. Why can't they just have a spring latch like everything else? Anyways, this battery I believe is shot. I've had it charging for like 15 minutes once and it didn't power up at all, so I think it's dead. Next up, the video card. We saw that it works, but there is, of course, a caveat. The video card has 2 broken standoffs. So it is held in with some little foam and hopes and dreams. I'm not going to be using that anymore. Let's get you out. Unscrew the video card here. There we go. Now, I only had 2 screws for that. I do have a heatsink from another Clevo unit that should have matching screws so that we can replace them. But of course, you're going to see in the future that that was in fact a wasted purchase. Let's go ahead and get this video card out and keep a close eye on it and make sure it doesn't run away. I'll put you on top of the M15X, that'll work. Here's the hard drive cover. Thankfully, it seems like all the bottom screws are the same on this machine. So, taking this machine apart should be a piece of cake, in theory. We are missing some rubber feet here. I think I know a way we can get them back. And we can see we have no hard drive here, but that shouldn't matter. Next up, the CPU cover. And is it this one I screwed in back here? Yep, back corner. Yep, that's all she wrote for the CPU heatsink cover. And here's the big old behemoth. It should at least have all the heatsink screws. Yes, it does. That's good at least. Let's go ahead and get them undone. I'm trying to keep the screws where they are so I can just align them properly in one go and screw it all in at once. Alright, unplug the temperature sensor here. And there we go. Looks like the thermal paste was replaced pretty recently, actually. Looks like it's some high quality stuff such as Arctic Silver or Icy Diamond. That's very good to see. Means this machine was taken care of. Or at least it was trying to get back up and running before I got it. We do have a few dust bunnies hiding in the fans here. That's no big deal. And it looks like we are good to move on here. Oh, hang on. We do have a couple more things to take out here. This one screw here. I'm actually lucky it has. A lot of these old Clevo based machines are missing this one screw here. It's proving to be annoying to get out. Come on. Pliers, that's why I have you. There we go. Now we can push out the DVD drives. They are just standard DVD drives, but they have the special Voodoo white color on them. So I do want to keep these installed. Yep. White with pearlescent blue stars. And the Envy writing on it is also got some stars in it, this time in white. This has some black markings on it. That's never a good sign. Maybe it's just dust because it was right by the fans. And it was the top DVD thing. January of 05. I'm trying to see what this is. Is it just a CD player? Is it a DVD writer? Is it a Blu-ray? What are you? This is a slot load too, so you can't just pop it open and see what kind of lasers it's got. Class 1 laser product. Model UJ-845-B. Oh well. I'll maybe remember that. Notice this machine's got no Clevo badge. It's just got a product key for Windows XP Pro saying Voodoo PC. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put this machine on hold for a little bit so that I can introduce you to some deja vu. This here is a perfectly working notebook Sega PC D900T laptop. Of course, if you've read the title, I am lying. Because if we go ahead and power this big old machine up, we'll see that it does power up. But upon immediately watching the screen load up here, we see that it is in fact, come on, come on. Oh my gosh. Please boot for me. It's got a broken display. I test powered this like right before I left for my week-long vacation that I'm now back from, and it booted up fine. You know, at least half of it did, because the left half of the display is the only thing that shows anything. The right half of the display is super dead. I don't know why it's not showing any picture for us. I was hoping it would be at least somewhat entertaining. This is the board I want to put into the Envy, because this board should have all of its standoffs and stuff. I haven't looked yet. I at least looked at the memory. This does have a good battery though. Heck, you know what? Let's give it a hard reset, give it a chance. I do want you to see that it is in fact working. And here we go. Only half the display works. 7800 GTX, Pentium 4. It's not showing the speed there because you can't see it, but I think if we restart it'll say 3 gigahertz. Let's see here. Detecting. No device found. BIOS is not installed. You are a liar. Operating system not found. Okay. This is a perfect board to put into a valuable Voodoo Envy, right? Anyways, let's dismantle. This is the hopefully better conditioned board. We will find out. Toss her over. We don't need a motherboard box for this. Take out that thing. I only put in one memory card because, you know, just wanted to test it. Alright, let's check the video card standoffs. That's going to be the most important piece here. You know, I can deal with one bad memory card slot, but having 2 broken video card standoffs, don't like that. No bueno. This has the 7000 series heatsink. That's a standoff. That's a standoff. That's a standoff. And that's a standoff. We're good to take out the video card and the fan. It looks like everything here was replaced fairly recently. Now I'm going to try to keep this as original as possible, so that means I'm going to keep the original video card heatsink, even though the 6800 heatsink does seem anemic. This is also a different design than what I've seen before. It doesn't have a top cover for the video card. It just clips directly on to this thing. That is different. That's unique. I'm going to be keeping this video card assembly separate from the rest of the system, because I might keep that for later. And I'm going to double check all the standoffs. All the standoffs look fine. Perfect. This is the machine we want. Let's go ahead and check the hard drive bay to see that there's nothing, because we saw that there's no operating system detected. We have a lot of screws here. And this one's missing the caddy. This has SATA connectors. SATA. I've never had one of these machines with SATA. What does the Envy have? The Envy's got PETA. Alright, looks like I don't need to use a DVD bay adapter at all. This is fantastic. I can use any drive I want now. Awesome. Alright, let's get the CPU heatsink off. There's a lot more screws here, so this will take longer. I'll move you this way so you can see more of the heatsink when I get to it. Alright, I'm going to make things easier for myself and just put all the screws in this magnetic tray until I'm done. I forgot I had one of those right next to me here, so I'm good at building computers, I promise. The casing of this computer is in a really good shape. Too bad I can't use it on the Envy because it's a different color. Oh, that's it. Okay. That still has a foot on it, right? It has 2 feet on it. I might see if I can salvage those for the Envy. Alright, we have the same heatsink design right here. The listing said this had a 3 GHz Pentium 4, but maybe they just couldn't see. Maybe it's got a 3.8. I don't know why it's got this little extension here, but whatever. Again, looks like fairly recent thermal paste, or at the very least, high quality thermal paste was applied years ago. I do want to see what processor this actually has, though. Sadly, I forgot to bring up some toilet paper. Who cares? Can't quite read it. It does look to be a 3 GHz CPU. I will be taking the CPU out later on. For now, it's fine to stay where it is. But yeah, we have both of the machines down to scale, down to the same point. Looks like we even have the exact same dust bunny inside this machine as was in the Envy. I'm going to go rinse off my hand, and we will continue on. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I washed my hands good enough. Now, we're ready to begin going deeper. We need to take out the rest of the screws and see if they are any different. If this is going to be like the D700TW and just have all the exact same screws all the way around, that would make this so much easier. This screwdriver cannot quite reach all these other screws here. No matter, I brought the longer one. There, so these are the ones beneath the hinges. That one's for the battery. These are by the heatsink and power jack. I've never taken one of these M7700 machines apart before, so this is going to be great practice for me, taking apart this, you know, cheapo Fager unit I bought. Alright, let's see if we can reach some of these screws with our magnetic one, or slightly magnetic one. There we go. That one looks no different. Alright, cool. Even the hinge ones are not changed in any way. I do need some longer, more magnetic bits. I think I'll get what I'm looking for from my other toolkit here. Now, of course. There we go, now it'll open. This is brand new, I believe, so yay me. I'm going to go ahead and use, which one? Let's use the biggest Phillips in this small thing here. Are these any longer? Nope, are they at least magnetic? Yep, this one's very magnetic, so that'll help for later. Alright, I know a solution to this. I know a solution that's not just dump all the screws out and try to catch them and fail. I hope. We're just going to try to use the magnetism of this one to help. But it looks like that's not working. I need a longer magnetic screwdriver. Why are you being difficult? Come on. Oh my gosh, why is this so difficult? This is getting annoying already. This is why I take a break every once in a while from building computers. I need to test this. Is this the same bit size as this? Yes it is. Awesome. Yay, I can do this now. And all the screws do seem to be identical, so that's way awesome. Oh, I don't even need to use this one. I need to use the longer one. Good job, me. So far, so good. Finding more screws along the edge here. And I realized I did forget one thing. DVD screws. Now this is just a blank bay, so that doesn't matter. This is a broken normal thing here. May of 2007. This must have been added in later. It's a DVD writer. Maybe I'll put it in the Envy with the Envy faceplate if I can get it off without breaking it. Or maybe not, and I don't care. Alright. Back to doing the thing that worked. And there we go. This machine is going to be very easy to take apart. Although all I did was unscrew a bunch of stuff. So maybe it's too early to judge. Did I get this one? No, I did not. Did I get this one? No, I did not. We do have a couple more screws on the back here from the Hinge mounts. Let's get them out. These are different from the rest, so I will keep them separate from the rest. Interruption as always. Let's continue on. I got the screws out of the hinge things and have them outside of the magnetic bowl. We're now going for the screws under the battery tray. Awesome, those are even more of the exact same screws. Am I missing any under here? I think that's it. There is one more screw by the hard drive caddy, somehow. I'll take it out. Of course, same size. Now it looks like we're ready to go to the keyboard. Yep, there is one thing come on. One screw fell, but I have the spares from the Envy here, so it doesn't matter. We need to be careful because the hinges are not on tight. Yep, this casing is getting loose now, so that's very good. Now I need to take out the keyboard, which is only held in by clips, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Once you know where the clips are, they just kind of happen. And there we go. Keyboard's lifted. I do have to be careful of the keyboard attachment point. For you see, the one on the Envy has broken off and I've lost it. Oh my gosh. Apparently this one is just being a pain to even get it. I'm going to open up a new pack of these yellow ones here, Stanley, because these are new and I keep losing them. I'm going to use the smallest flathead here to try to get this keyboard out nicely without breaking the connector. Okay, I got it. It's not a push pin connector. It turns out it's a lift connector. I was trying to install my old one wrong, and that's why I ended up flinging it across the room and it's gone forever. This keyboard's in very good shape there. It's not even got, it doesn't even have any like residue on it from the fans or anything. It's in great shape. So yes, as you guys have noticed, with the video card, I got a heatsink with probably matching screws here from a D70 or a D4700 unit, or a D470, I don't know. Anyways, useless because this machine had all mounting points good, and everything was in good shape. That is not doing me any good, why not? Come on. There we go. Alright, these screws are also different. They go under the keyboard here for the heat shield. So I need to make sure I know where I put them and don't lose them forever. One more screw here, and then the power bar will be able to lift up, and we can take out, unplug the screen and everything like that, and be good. This is what the inside of a D900T looks like, in case anybody was ever wondering. Don't know why you'd ever wonder that, but you know, I guess I have an idea. Maybe you had one of these or wanted one of these and wanted to know how to fix it. I guess this can be your video. The power button bar needs to be lifted up now. There we go, that was easy. That's in good shape. I don't think the Envy one isn't any better or any worse shaped, so I guess I'll just see which one is shinier. Alright, we have some hinge covers here. These will go on the Envy. They'll be slightly off color. Maybe I can color them white. They seem to be the same screws as the keyboard, so I'll keep those with the top of the case area screws for now. Now we go ahead and unplug the display, the webcam, and the microphone. All this is right in this big bundle of joy of wires. Also the power LEDs I need to be careful of. And this is a Wi-Fi card. Stores factory tape over it. That's cool. Not sure I'll use that, but whatever. It looks like I do need to undo some tape around here in order to get the display off here. I don't know what this little card is here. I need to be careful and not lift this unit by the screen right now, because the screen is currently not screwed in at all. Very vulnerable. And it looks like this little doohickey plugs into the side of said small card. That came out nicely. I'm not sure if it connects to the screen or not, but better safe than sorry. Looks like we got one more little heat shrinked thing of cables here. That might be for some of the lights. And make sure we got all the cables here, and that the display can now simply lift off. Alright, we have some difficulties here. Looks like we still are missing one or two screws here. Alright, we do have some rear I/O screws covering the I/O panel here. I'm going to see if these are the same, in fact, as the hinge screws for the back of the hinge mounts. They are not, they are extra small. I'll have them separate. Left screw for the I/O. We also have some very tiny screws here. Looks like more for the I/O shield. Honestly, it doesn't look necessary to take out the screen, but it's better to actually look and see if you honestly missed something than to try to take something off and ruin the casing forever. Double checking all the screw holes, making sure I've got everything. Alright, I'm going to try this again. Screen, come up. The left side is being annoying. Is it just a hinge cover? There we go. It was the hinge cover. Alright. I might try to see if I can get these hooks out safely, see how the mechanism works, and go on from there to make a decision of whether to put them on the Envy. Because the Envy is missing both hooks. At the left one here looks like it's got some shielding here. I wonder why. I don't think I saw any cables running through that. Oh well. We will keep these stored over here. And now, just have a few more screws, it looks like, along the top edge under the hinge, a couple by the power bar, a couple by the fans, and that will have our casing off. Fantastic. Alright, this is the same as everything else, but I will put it bundled with the keyboard screws so we know where they came from. Now these small screws, what size are they? These are the same size as the I/O shield screws. I will bunch it with them. Looks like 2 more. This machine is so light without the screen, keyboard, big heat sinks. It's almost like a completely different machine. Seems like an almost sensible machine. Because the other machines are just way too big to be sensible. Alright, 2 more. Gotta make sure you guys can see this. That's being annoying. Let's try this one. That one came out fine. And this one seems to have a strip standoff. Let's try the stronger magnet. There we go. Alright. Hey, there we go. Did I get everything, or am I missing one? Looks like I've got all the screws. Now I just need to undo the power panel. This is held in by 2 side clips. Out comes the ribbon cable, and next the touchpad is held in by 2 side clips as well. Alright, looks like our speakers connect right here. There we go, that came off nicely. Alright, one more speaker there, I need to remember that. Alright, that is our top panel. This is in incredible condition. I think I'm going to see if I can sell this separately on its own. Alright, now I'm taking my first look at a bare M7700 motherboard. Alright, where do we go from here? Now it looks like the subwoofer can stay in the casing. I just need to unplug it because it is screwed into the bottom casing. Assuming the subwoofers, you know, are equal and nothing bad ever happens to them ever. This is all I need to do. We have the front panel lights that need to get unplugged. It is also held on by side clips. I'm going to use the flathead here to be more precise. There we go, that's that. Okay, it looks like we have a speaker connected to this wire right here. That's that. Looks like we have something hiding under some tape here. Let's take a look. Under this tape in the corner, looks like some more buttons of stuff. Looks like we gotta undo everything anyway, so let's get to it. Looks like I did not need to undo some of these screws here. That's okay. The fans look to be in good shape. After all that, it looks like we really only have 2 screws holding in the motherboard at the bottom here. Take a look at this. Stronger magnet. There we go. Once again, the exact same screws all around. Perfect. Why is this not working? That's that. I'm going to try to lift up the motherboard. Double check that we've got everything done here. Looks like the only thing left, actually, there's the fans that we need to unplug here. Alright, yeah. That does seem to be all the screws done. Let's double check around here. Alright, we do have some more things to unhook here. Good thing we didn't continue trying to yank on the motherboard. That would have been very bad. Got some more things here for the, looks like, firewire cable. 2 more big bundles of cables. Could remember where they go. They crisscross for whatever reason. Maybe it'll be like that in the Envy. But one is white, one is black. The black goes in the right, white goes in the left. I'm not seeing any more screws that need to be undone, so it looks like it's just a matter of coaxing it out of here. Make sure it's not going to rip any of these cables. Awesome, we have our motherboard, everybody. This is what will fix the Envy. It's a little bit dusty. I'll probably just air dry it off. You know, air blow it off. But yeah, fantastic. We have ourselves a working board. This base is still in great condition. It's got all the feet on it. Maybe I'll show this separately too. Or maybe I'll put the Envy board in it and just sell it as a as-is D9T. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Alright. I think I am running low on space today, guys, though, so tune in next time for part 2, where we put this board into the Envy. Now, I will be skipping the disassembly of the Envy, unless something spectacularly awful happens. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed seeing this old Envy get back up and running, go ahead, leave a like, and subscribe to see that coming in the future. Thanks, Game Boy Out. I will see you in the future.